What is up, YouTubers? Jonza here, and yes, the return of Zawcasters is back. We are finally doing an episode 17. It has been quite a while since I've put any type of podcast up on this channel, but here we are today, and what better way than to start off coming back is to list down some of the games that I, myself, am personally pretty hyped for, and stuff that is not totally confirmed yet, but stuff I would like to see happen in the near future. The first one on my list is Pokemon Arceus, and I do want to point out, as of recording this podcast, it is just days away before the game is out, so I know nothing of it at the source. I know I've already done a live stream of it. I know I've probably already made a couple videos on it and stuff, and I probably know everything about Arceus by now. Well, the Legends of Arceus game, so, but as of recording, I'm still hyped for it. I don't know what's going to happen in that game, but I've already heard some good reviews just before the game comes out, and of course some early, like, YouTube PokeTubers have actually started playing the game, which, you know, I seem that to be not fair, because a lot of us still have to wait for the actual date. Some people get it early, and it's like, I don't want to get spoiled, so I can't even watch their shit. And it's like, why? But hey, that's how they roll. It's still a days away for me. In fact, probably, like, by the time I'm recording this, less than 22 hours at this point, I'll probably be live streaming it, which you guys have probably already seen. If you haven't already, go check that out on my main channel, Jonza, which is in the link in the description. And yeah, if anything, I think it's going to be a definitely good game to start off this new year and stuff. So yeah, the next topic of games, which I mean, it's kind of confirmed from leaks, but a Mario Kart 9, which is going to be very interesting because we've had Mario Kart 8 Deluxe for like years now, since the Switch came out, and even then, you've already had the original Mario Kart 8 since like the Wii U days, when that was still going on, around like 2014, which in that case, that was like about almost 8 years since it's 2022 now. So it's definitely about time we get a new Mario Kart game. And I've been thinking about some new, like, some ideas on what they could do. And obviously some characters I want. For starters, I definitely want Diddy Kong to come back, for sure. Diddy and Yoshi are some of my favorite characters of all time, and just having the duo back together in any kind of game is amazing. It's one of my complaints, I guess, about Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo games is that, I mean, Diddy is in there, but he's not like a normal character. He's like a special character for one specific event, which kind of has me a little upset that I can't use him in any other event, but, I mean, he's still kind of in the game, so I guess it's okay, but still, you know. I wouldn't mind seeing another Kong, like maybe K. Rool or something. In fact, I'm pretty sure my friend Hunter was literally talking about if, like, adding K. Rool in just for funds, which, you know, I think that'd be interesting. Because, I mean, it's kind of possible. I mean, K. Rool hasn't really been in a Mario Kart game before, but I do know there was another type of Kong that has entered the Mario franchise, which that is on Mario Kart Wii. There's been Funky Kong. He was in Mario Kart Wii alongside Donkey and Diddy, so, you know, they could also bring back Funky Kong in that regards, too. Maybe they can bring back Birdo as well, and, you know, just bring in some of the other old classic characters. Maybe even bring in more, like, Nintendo-style characters, you know? That might be, like, more interesting in any case. Like, imagine if they added Pikachu into that. That would be very interesting. I doubt Pikachu or any Pokemon would actually be in a Mario Kart, but, you know, possible. Like, they've brought in some characters from other previous different games. Like, there's been The Legends of Zelda with Link being in there. A few Animal Crossing characters like villagers and Isabelle, and Splatoon characters too. So, you know, I mean, maybe throwing in a few of them is okay. But I do feel like they need to have more like Mario characters added in there with, I mean, an addition of Donkey Kong characters because, well, let's be honest, like the Donkey Kong Mario worlds are pretty much linked at this point. Like, they're literally in the same game and world franchise and all that. So, there's all that. From any other characters I would like to see in there, I'm not too picky. I think we no, we already have. Actually, no, I don't think we have Dry Bowser, do we, in Mario Kart 8? I don't know. I don't really focus on the characters too much on what's there, but you know, it'd be interesting maybe to see the Ice Climbers again. I mean, I know they're not the most popular characters, and the Ice Climbers are more known for Smash nowadays than their old games. Well, granted, I think they've only really had one game, so maybe you have Banjo Kazooie or something. I don't know. And I mean, it's up to them. Actually, adding Kirby would be interesting. Which, if we also remember and go back to the time when Smash 4 was a thing, and they were announcing new characters for that game. For the Rosalina trailer on Rainbow Road, that's when like Kirby was in that trailer too. So like as some of the Mario characters and even Donkey Kong were doing Mario Kart as normal. So I could definitely see like Kirby being a part of Mario Kart and stuff because why not? Alrighty, so I guess we can move on to another game. Oh, right, actually, you know what? There's another, like, there's a type of mode I would like to see happen in Mario Kart 9. Um, Before we move on to the next game I want to talk about, there's a certain mode I would like to see in there, and this is kind of going back to another different kind of game, which is Mario Kart Double Dash. I would like there to be a like Double Dash mode, like just have it be its own mode. Like you can have normal races with one character, have like carts and bikes and all that, but have like a Double Dash mode where it's literally like Double Dash pretty much, like where you have two characters on one card and all that, and just have like a little mode like that. Like it doesn't even have to even be online or anything. You could just have that just be a part of the game just normally with friends or something. I think that'd be very interesting. But yeah, I feel like that would be an interesting mode to add in. Other than that, just be creative, Mario Kart 9. I like to see what happens. And please bring back Diddy. Diddy's literally the only thing I really ask for, but all the other stuff I've added in here, I wouldn't mind as well. Actually, I would really like Kirby too. Then I can have three of my boys in there. I'd be like literally racing with Kirby, Yoshi, and Diddy Kong. That'd be amazing. But anyways, moving on to my next game that I'm very hyped for is Mario and Rabbids, the new one. I literally forgot the name of it. I haven't been looking too much into it lately. But if you guys remember the last E3 in 2021, they announced a new Mario plus Rabbids game, which I was very, very hyped for. Like, I was very excited for this game. And so far, we haven't gotten an official release date. It's supposed to be coming out sometime this year. But even going into the eShop, it just says estimate release date around 2022. Which, if anything, we might get a Nintendo Direct soon. It might have not happened yet as of recorded or as of this video being uploaded or anything or this podcast, but there might be a Nintendo Direct already happened or is happening soon in February. We're almost by the end of January, if you're wondering when I've been recording this. But yeah, right now it's the 27th. Well, I guess I kind of spoiled that already, that it's the 27th, because I said literally about Pokemon Legends of Arceus that that's coming out tomorrow, which is on the 28th. So, yeah, but I've been hearing rumors that February is the date of when a Nintendo Direct will happen, so maybe during that Direct, we'll get to see the Mario plus Rabbids, like some more info about that, because so far I think we only have the one trailer so far, and we don't really have an official release date yet, so we might actually get some info on that. Which, if anything, it might be close to being done. I'm not sure. I mean, it was literally announced like, what, like E3 of last year, which that's around June, and it's been like half a year since then, so they could say it's like maybe, I could say somewhere around like March and April they would say the release is. most likely, if anything. Like, the latest could be, like, near the end of April. I can assume that Mario plus Rabbids could be released. But who knows? Who knows? It might be earlier, it might be later. I think it's at least the furthest away could be April, but if it's further, then okay, that I was a little off, but that's just how I think. But I am very hyped for it because I have loved the first game. The first game is amazing. I keep going back to it at times. Hell, even in my random games live stream on my main channel that I do, I think I've been doing a bit of Mario and Rabbids on that as well. So I think I've only played it twice. I've I think it was twice already, or was it once only so far that I was picked for the random game stream? I'm not sure, but yeah, I've been kind of getting into that again with Mario plus Rabbids, which is very interesting, and yeah, like I'm very hyped to see what this new game is like. So far we haven't seen anything about Yoshi or Rabbid Yoshi, which they were at least my favorite characters in the game, especially Rabbid Yoshi. I think he was very like fun to play with. Like he was a very strong character too. I really liked Rabbid Yoshi's style as well, and of course Yoshi's one of my favorite characters of all time. So I don't know if they're actually going to be in the game, which I kind of hope they are, but so far we haven't seen anything about them. We've only seen stuff about Mario, Peach, and Luigi and their rabbit forms, so who knows? Who knows? I would like Yoshi to come back, but we'll see. We haven't actually seen any info about Rosalina either, which some people might say that Rosalina might have been possessed by some evil spirit or something and is now the villain of the story, which I think would be interesting, but I don't know. Like I said, we haven't really gotten a lot of information aside from the first kind of trailers. Like there was the cinematic trailer and then more of a gameplay trailer, and that was all that we got, which is interesting. But we also have to point out that Rabbid Luigi now has pants. Finally, give the rabbit some pants. We don't want to see his little rabbit dick. But yeah, I'm very excited for the game. I can't wait for it to come out. I'm definitely gonna live stream it the first minute it comes out. Kind of like how Pokemon Arceus is, and yeah. Anyways, talking about Kirby now, after we've pretty much talked about Kirby and Mario Kart 9, his new game, that's coming out in March, which, if anything, I'm really starting to feel like I really would like the game. I've already added it to my wish list. I wouldn't say it's like the most hyped thing, and maybe I won't get it right on the release date, but it does look like a very interesting game, especially since apparently it's its first 3D platformer, which apparently is very interesting. I do have a few. I only have one. I only have one 3DS game for Kirby, and it's Kirby Triple Deluxe. And I don't think I've played the game that much. I think I've only played it like one time, and I haven't touched the game again since. But I'm very interested to actually like play a Kirby game. Like I love Kirby. I like the pink puffball as a character. I just haven't really played the games much. And I mean playing this 3D platformer, like it already looks like a great game as it is. And like I think it's something I want to pick up as well, especially since I actually like Kirby and all that. So, it'd be something I would like to give a try on. Um, But yeah, obviously there's been new trailers and all that, which I think it said by the near the end of March, I think it was. I can't remember the exact release date, but I know it's like somewhere near the end of March, so if anything, now that's getting close to the end of January, we're actually getting close to, or like 2 months until that game is out, so might be something I'll definitely pick up, which is very interesting. And kind of moving on to another game, which is kind of almost in the same format, is Splatoon 3. I have not played the original two Splatoon games, but I don't know, just something about Splatoon 3 kind of caught my eye a little bit. I think it's the fact that it has its own little story mode to go through, which, I see like some worthy potential there. Like I wouldn't mind playing some Splatoon 3 once that comes out. And I think even with that, we don't really have a release date yet. I know a few trailers have popped for Splatoon 3, but not a lot. But I definitely remember when I first saw it, I was like, oh, okay, this is interesting. I think I would like to get Splatoon 3. Like, it looked interesting. Like how, while I was still in college before, one of the people I worked with who's, I guess, somewhat of a friend, like me and him, we don't really like talk much, but like I knew him from like my first year, and he was in second year already, and he was already good friends with my friend Hunter, which you guys seen on my main channel a lot. And we hang out a little bit, and he's a big fan of Splatoon 3. I mentioned I never played any of the Splatoon games, but like Splatoon 3 might catch my eye. And he's like, yeah, definitely go for it. Like, it's like, okay, I'll definitely do it. But yeah, at least for Kirby and Splatoon here that I'm talking about right now, they're not games that I'm like super super extremely hyped for, but like they're games that I feel like I can really get into and games that I would like to actually try to start. And I think those would be the games I'd like to start off with, you know. So give it a try. Alrighty, and the next game is Sonic Frontiers. That is a very interesting game. I know I've been talking a lot more about like the Nintendo games, and well, me being the little Nintendo boy that I am, since I've been mostly playing on my Switch all the time. Yeah, Sonic Frontiers is definitely a very interesting game. We've only had the one trailer out so far since the Game & Awards, which I think was like mind blowing that they showed the freaking Sonic Movie 2 trailer and then showed us like a bit of Sonic Frontiers, which is already mind blowing by itself. And just to think that Sonic Frontiers is literally an open world type of game, which is definitely very very different from what Sonic games are like. They've never really been open world. It's always been like, well, I mean, kind of open world. If you can count Sonic Boom a little bit, where you kind of travel around a little bit, but like it's normally just select a level, you enter the level, you speed through it like you do with Sonic all the time, and that's that. You just select the level and you go. But this time it's like a very like open world sort of deal, and it looks like I definitely remember near the end of the trailer, it looks like Sonic's about to fight like some sort of Colossus demon or something, which is interesting. And I think while he was running away from like some red foggy like smoke or something that someone called out to him, people have speculated that to be Amy, especially when you put captions on because it looks like Amy's been saying that, which is interesting. But who knows? There's a lot of very interesting stuff about this. Like this is supposed to come out by the holidays of this year, which that's like about a year away. So like I don't know. This has potential to be a very good Sonic game, but that's what we thought about Forces too, and look what happened. I mean, me myself with Forces, I think it's an okay game. Like, I'm not saying it's like a great game, like, but I still kind of enjoy the game a little bit. I don't really go back into it much. The only time I really go back into it is just to like make Sonic OCs, I guess, because that's probably one of the only great things about Sonic Forces, if I'm being honest, is that you get to make your own character, which is interesting, but like the rest of the game's not too great. Like honestly, my least favorite levels of Sonic Forces is probably with Classic Sonic. I just find Classic Sonic hard to control at times, and it's like, oh god, please, I'd just rather do something else. Yeah, it's hard to like platform a little bit in that game as well, so I could definitely see it not being like a great game to a lot of people, but I at least enjoy the game a little bit. Like it was an okay game. I'm not gonna say it's a great game, obviously, and I know a lot of people don't like it either. But like I found it at least okay. It's an okay in my book. So I mean, we just have to hope that Sonic Frontiers can live up to its potential, and Sonic Team can make it up to its potential and make it look like a very good game. Because that's what we thought with Forces at the start as well, when it was first announced, and look what happened. But we just kind of have to keep up with the Sonic news and see what happens with Sonic Frontiers. And yeah, it really does have potential to be a very good Sonic game, and it has the potential. We just have to see if it gets the potential to be a great Sonic game. Like, I want this to be a good Sonic game. I really do. Like, probably the top two Sonic games I've heard that are like the best kind of Sonic games are Sonic Colors and Sonic Generations. They're like probably the most best games out there. Which, if anything, I'm not gonna lie, I like both of those games a lot. Those games are a lot of fun. Probably not Sonic Colors Ultimate. I haven't actually played Sonic Colors Ultimate before, but I have the original Wii version, so But I really don't see any point of me getting Sonic Colors Ultimate, if I'm being honest. I know there's a few different things, but like I know there's like a new Wisp, which is the Jade Wisp, and there's like a few extra things in there, but like it's kind of the same game. Like all the levels are mostly the same. Like there's not a lot of new things in there, which I get, but I don't know. Just because I have the original Wii game, so I don't know. Maybe sometime in the future, maybe I can get it, but I don't know. There was also the fact that it had a bunch of bugs as well. But yeah. Other than that, we've definitely heard a lot of like stuff about Sonic Team and how they haven't really made the best of games, especially about the certain game, the Sonic 06 game, which we were not going to talk more about that. Like, hell, I haven't actually played the game myself, but I can just see, like, I watch some people play the game, and I literally see, like, Choctopus, a YouTuber I watch, played the game recently, and I can tell the frustration he had in his head as well, and just like some of the stuff that happens in the game as well. Like I could see why it's such a frustration game, and yeah, which lucky for me, I never owned the game, so I never had to experience that pain, and I don't think I will ever will unless I'm a famous YouTuber. People requested it, so maybe if you hit the like button, maybe you can see me suffer on that game someday. Make sure to check out my other two channels, my main channel and challenge channel as well. I like how I just shifted. I'm just shifting to all the different Sonic games other than Frontiers. Well, granted, we don't really know too much about Frontiers other than what we know about the trailer, but me being somewhat of a Sonic fan, I'm somewhat hyped for this. Like Sonic as a character, I like. It's just some of their games aren't really the best, but like, there are some games that I do like of Sonic. I mean, there's Sonic Unleashed, Sonic Colors, and Sonic Generations. Those are probably my most favorite Sonic games, honestly, in my opinion. I also do like the Sonic Rider games. They were pretty alright, especially Zero Gravity, since that's the one I own. And that's the one you don't really have to worry about the, it was like that little air meter thing, so. Here I go, talking about other Sonic games when I'm trying to talk about Sonic Forces, but, or not Sonic Forces, oh god, Frontiers. I feel like I've had a problem with that too, about calling Sonic Frontiers Sonic Forces by mistake, which you can kind of get my confusion, because literally Frontiers and Forces, they both literally start with FRO, so you can kind of see the confusion there a little bit, You say four and then Frontiers. Well, I mean, I guess it's a little different, but, but, yeah. Well, I am hyped for the game. I definitely want to play it for the channel when I get the chance to, once it's released, since obviously it comes out on all platforms, like on PlayStation, Xbox, PC, and Nintendo Switch normally. So, Anyways, the next kind of games I want to talk about, it's not specifically about a certain game, technically, but like it's more about something that happened recently, which is Microsoft bought Activision, which is very interesting in my opinion. Like, I honestly don't know what to think of it, but it's very interesting to see now that Microsoft now owns Spyro and Crash, which is very interesting. And now they're good friends with Banjo-Kazooie, which are another type of characters I like. With Banjo-Kazooie, I haven't really gotten too much into the games. I haven't actually played a Banjo-Kazooie game before, But I just like the characters in general. I mean, I main them in Smash, so you know, having them like join together like that would is it's kind of neat, honestly. It's kind of neat. But I swear, if they probably did that earlier, there could have been a chance that Spyro and Crash could have made it into Smash. But oh well, maybe the next Smash game, which you know could be a possibility now that Microsoft owns both Spyro and Crash now, which you know is very interesting. They might make Spyro 4, and there might be a chance that maybe they might make because I know for the Switch version of Minecraft, they have a bunch of these different pack stuff. Like they did something with Sonic recent, like well, not recently. They've had it out for a while, but they've had like a Sonic type of level and skins and stuff. They have Mario skins and all that. I don't think I've seen anything about Banjo Kazooie yet, but it is possible they may add something for Spyro and Crash into those lists as well, which I think would be funny just to like walk around as Spyro and Crash, you know? I think it'd be very interesting. But yeah, like I don't know what plans Microsoft has for Spyro and Crash or any other like stuff that Activision owned at the time, but you can only sit here and hope. I think there was also some word saying that they might bring back Skylanders, which is very interesting because me, I've been a big Skylander fan for a while. Haven't been too interested in the newer games. I mean, besides like Imaginators. Imaginators was okay, but like just I don't know, just from the shift of perspective between like just like actually going and just hanging out with the original Skylanders than just with the normal people that we're used to, like Flynn, Callie, and Hugo and all that. It's a little throw off for me. It's a little weird, but like I kind of like the idea of making your own Skylander. Kind of like how I was saying about Forces earlier, how you get to create your own character, which you know is very interesting. And how with the imaginary crystal things I have, I literally have one of each type, so it's always fun to make those kind of Skylanders, which is okay. I wouldn't say it's my favorite out of all these Skylander games, but it's an alright game. I'd have to say my top two favorites would have to be probably the very first game and Skylanders Trap Team, just because Trap Team had the very interesting thing of capturing villains, which was very interesting in my eyes. Like getting to play as villains, even Chaos. I actually do have a Chaos Trap too, so I mean, if you guys have seen my main channel, I think some time ago, I know I'm not uploading it at the moment anymore because I finished the series, but I was doing a Skylanders Trap Team Let's Play, which was fun. And on my challenge channel, I haven't recorded one in a while, but there's like a type of Skylanders Ultimate Trap Team Nuzlocke that I've been doing. But I should try to get into that again soon. I've been just kind of delaying it because I really don't want to like train up some of the next Skylanders have to train up. Not that I don't hate the Skylanders I'm training up, but like, you know. But yeah, the main like Skylanders I've actually even gotten are like all the originals. I have all the original Skylanders from the very first game. My Wham Shell is a little different though. It's from Swap Force, but like it's the only Wham Shell I could even find. So you know he works. I got all the giants. And for the Swap Force and Trap Team Skylanders I only have like one of each of the Swap Forces types and Trap Team. So I only have like one Swap Force water type, one fire type Swap Force member, and all that. And my Hoop Loop actually, that's an enchanted Hoop Loop, which I didn't even know at the beginning. I was like, okay, Hoop Loop, nice. That's one of the Swap Force members I want. So, you know, there's that. And then of course I have like another half of the Trap Teams as well, which I just felt like just getting one of each type just felt right and not getting all the other like sections, but who knows? Maybe I might grab them later in the future for funsies or something. I don't know if I can find them in stores or well online stores or something later in the future when like I feel comfortable more with my cash and all that. But you know, Skylanders was a very interesting game back then, and I do sometimes go back to Skylanders from here, time and time again, which is definitely a fun game. Like when Skylanders was first announced, I was very hyped for that game. Just the fact that toys can come to life, like you just collect all these little figures and get to play as the characters, was so interesting when I was a kid. I found it like so amazing. Like my first five, I would have to say. Well, granted, it's the starter three: Spyro, Gilgrunt, and Trigger Happy. And then the other two I had for probably the longest time until Christmas was like uh, Eruptor and Stump Smash. Like I couldn't really collect any others at the time, especially since it was getting close to Christmas at that time. Because I think it came out like around November, I'm pretty sure. And it was like around the time for Christmas. I was like, man, I really want these kind of Skylanders. I want to get Skylanders, but I can't because I don't want. Because, they obviously my parents could like buy me Christmas presents for of Skylanders at the time, which I know I got a few. I'm pretty sure I had like Wrecking Ball, Voodoo, so I almost had all the Magic Skylanders at the beginning. I think there was also like Bash, Boomer, and I think I also grabbed the Terrafin set because I knew I wanted like Terrafin like as soon as I could because he looked very interesting. But yeah, I like how I've been just going off the Microsoft topic now and just going to Skylanders. But like just saying like I'm very interested in what they would do for Skylanders. I don't know if it'll be very interesting for me to actually go back into Skylanders and collect them again because, well, just collecting Skylanders in general, like you have to buy all the different Skylanders and it just empties your wallet. It empties your wallet a lot. Like I was literally calculating how much I would need to buy like all the different Skylanders, like the rest of them, and there are like $10 each normally back then, like when they first were selling. So there was them, and well, I mean $10, which was added in the tax, so it was like $7 originally, but like plus tax was like $10. So yeah, and then you had to like I had to get the 3DS version to actually get Igniter and Stealth Elf because that was the only way you can actually get them. And funny enough, I was able to get one for a cheap price, kind of. Just the fact that apparently someone stole the Dark Spyro from that, and back then I didn't really care about grabbing Dark Spyro or anything like that because I already had Spyro. So I just decided to grab that because it was also cheaper, and well, you had the two other Skylanders I wanted, so it was a win-win situation a little bit. I kind of do wish I got one with Dark Spyro now, but whatever. I'm fine with what I have now. But yeah, I just thought it was very interesting. And yeah, I'm very interested to see what Microsoft is going to do with some of these Activision promotions and all that and see what they can do. Like, I don't know. I don't know what they're going to do. I don't know what they're going to do. But hey, only time will tell, right? And anyways, the last topic I'm going to talk about, of course, is the TK64 remake. Yep, you guys knew this was coming. Hasn't been officially announced yet, but it is something I want, and I feel like it's going to happen eventually, because this game is definitely been one of my, like, favorite oldest games of all time, honestly. Like, I keep going back to it, trying to 100% the game at times, even with its, like, bullshitty, like, tough moments. I'm like, yeah, let's go. And then when I'm like into the game during the times with some of the difficult parts, I'm like, fuck, this is impossible and all that. But I still love the game. I really do love it. It's like really nostalgic for me. I enjoy it a lot. And I would just love a remake of it. I would honestly love a remake of it. And I've already given some of my opinions before about like what kind of characters I would like and what weaponry and stuff they would have and I don't know if I mentioned anything about worlds, but there hasn't really been like a frozen world, like an ice world, which I think would be very interesting if they added an ice world. I mean, they did like a they did a water world, they did a desert level, they did like a factory level, a creepy castle level, a cavern one, jungle, like forest, and the beach pretty much. So Why not? Why not like an Iceland? You know, that would be a very interesting one. And if you had to replace one of them, replace the sea level because that's probably not the most favorite of everyone's. Like, oh, this is one VTuber I've watched lately who's mentioned that this is their least favorite level, which was the Gloomy Galleon. So, you know, like if you had to replace one, I'd probably say Gloomy Galleon would be the one to go. But yeah, I mean, I love the game. I really hope there's a announcement for it sometime soon, because I've been waiting for this game forever. Like, once it's available for stores, I'm gonna make sure I get it as soon as I can. Get it pre-purchased, ordered, and all that, and then play it like right when it's released. You know, right when I know it's released, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna record this thing right now or live stream it and all that. But yeah, it's just been a fun game, man. I would love to see what they can, like, what the remake would honestly look like. It's been a fun game. And even if it's more like a DK Odyssey sort of thing, because I think like, I've even seen some thumbnails of people saying, like Donkey Kong Odyssey or something like that, kind of like how Mario was. Which, I guess, naming it that and kind of having it like Mario Odyssey would be, you know, it would be kind of how, because it's almost in the same relation as like Mario 64 and a little bit. So, you know, like maybe make that and have some DK64 like references in there. You know, like even bring back like all the cons that you've had before. Obviously, like bring back Chunky. He hasn't really been in a lot of games. Revive him. Make him not dead. And then there's Chunky. He's dead. That whole meme and all that. Bring him back to life. Bring Chunky back from the grave. Bring Tiny back to her tiny state. Lanky's okay as he is, but you know, add him back into the game anyways. Because those are the characters I grew up with Donkey Kong. Those are the characters I love the most. And you know, add in Dixie Kong too, because why not? Have her have a bubblegum shooter. Have her collect pink bananas. Add Crash, since, you know, Rare owns Microsoft now. Or Microsoft owns, well, you know. Because, yeah. You know. But, yeah. DK64 remake, I would definitely love it if it ever happened. But, yeah. Digitally, that's only like 2 games of only, well, I guess kinda 3. But, like, the 2 games, Mario Kart 9 and DK64, which haven't been actually fully announced yet, but, you know, it's only a matter of time that they get announced, and I would really like to see that. And whatever Microsoft seems to announce for, like, new stuff, like with Spyro and Crash maybe, who knows? Who knows what's gonna happen, but we can only sit and wait until these kind of games come out, which, you know, I'm hyped for, and I can't wait to actually play these type of games. They will be amazing, and I'm hyped for it. So with that, I guess we will end off this podcast here. Hopefully you guys have enjoyed listening to me ramble about random shit. But yeah, that's going to cut it, and I'll try to post another one for next week, because I'm going to be recording another podcast episode after this one. So yeah, like, you know, if you did like this podcast, you know, press the like button or subscribe, do whatever. Make sure to check out my other 2 links, or my other 2 channels down in the description below. And I will see all you dudes next week with another podcast. See you dudes next time.